have a 1972 Lincoln Mark IV with the nice bumpers. This is the last year of the non-10 mile an hour bumpers. They're beautiful. They're in great shape. Really makes the car look great. In '73, they went to the 10 mile an hour bumpers, which look kind of ugly. I'm asking $5,500 for the car. You can contact me at info@protgolf.com for more details. The car runs great. I drive it weekly. It passed inspection. It's titled, registered, and insured in Milford, Delaware. Like I said, I drive it once a week at least. You can drive it home if you buy the car. Here's some of the details. It's got the 460 4-barrel with the C6 trans. It runs on 91 octane pump gas. I converted the AC system to R134A and it works. It's nice and cold. It was a brutal summer. Edelbrock 600 CFM carb with electronic choke. Cost me about $300. I got new tires and belts at a cost of about $400. I have a beautiful sounding custom made 2.5-inch dual exhaust Gibson exhaust system. That cost me $750 with the mufflers. I have a Pertronix electronic ignition system I installed, which ran me about $90 if I recall. The car starts right up, runs great, lots of power, lots of torque, lots of fun to drive. The car has power leather seats, it has power windows, antenna and locks, tilt wheel with rim blow horn. It has the opera windows. It has a full brown vinyl top. It has front power disc brakes, rear drum. Has a power antenna, climate control, AM/FM stereo. It has rear anti-lock brakes, which is pretty state-of-the-art for 1972, and it only has 77,000 miles on the car. In a minute, I'm going to show you a video of the car, and then I'm going to show you a short video of me driving the car, starting the car, and all that good stuff. custom-made dual exhaust with Gibson performance mufflers. What a difference it made in the performance of the car. You can see the car is going to need some body work and some paint, but once again, the car is 47 years old, so please don't expect a perfect car. It has an AM/FM stereo. It has a power antenna, as you can see. It still works. It's amazing, isn't it? 47 years later, the power antenna still works. The car has power windows, power locks, power seats, tilt wheel. It's got climate control. It's got cold air conditioning converted to R134A. It's got the original AM/FM stereo, and it has rear anti-lock brakes, believe it or not. And it has a power trunk release as well. The shag carpeting is brown, original, and it's in great shape, as you can see. I still have the floor mat, which you can't buy these anymore. It's a one-piece floor mat. The car has front disc brakes, power steering obviously, and it has rim blow horn. What I really like about this car is that this is the last year where you can get the nice looking bumpers, sleek, beautiful chrome, great shape. In 1973 they went to the ugly 10-mile-an-hour TOT bumpers. It's got brand new tires. It's got new belts, electronic ignition. It's got an Edelbrock 4-barrel carb, 600 CFM. Car starts right up all the time. The headlight doors close without a problem. And they stay down for about 3 or 4 days, like they're supposed to. The car passed Delaware inspection, including emissions. I did not get historic plates for the car because I drive it once a week. Okay? I don't just take it to car shows. Okay, the car is going to need some rust work, but for 47 years old, it's not too bad. The underneath is very solid. Very solid car. And the headlights are open. Everything works in the car. Okay. There's a little rust here around the front fender, but not too bad at all. It can very easily be fixed. The clear coat's peeling, so it's going to need paint. The vinyl top's in beautiful shape. It's got a little rust here, but this is all surface rust. It's not rotted through yet, but it's going to need to be addressed. Okay. Put a little bit of money into the car and you got a beautiful car. And again, I'm not asking $10,000 or $12,000 or $15,000 for the car. I'm only asking $5,500 for it. And the car runs so well, you could probably drive it to Florida and back. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to take the car for a little ride. You can kind of get a feel for it a little bit. Car ride's like a dream. It's a heavy car. I think it weighs like 4,600 pounds. It's got a beautiful ride to it. Just a lot of fun to drive. It really is. It's not a daily driver because you got to run it on 91 octane pump gas, and you're going to get about maybe 12 on the highway and around 7 city driving. And that's once again on the highway. If you're doing 65 at a steady speed with the air conditioning off, maybe you'll get 13 to 14, but I doubt it. So once again, it's not a very practical car to drive every day, but I do make it a point. I like to drive it once a week just to keep everything lubricated, keep the battery charged and all that good stuff. I don't drive it at all when there's road salt or if there's brine on the road. It's one of the worst things in the world for a car, obviously, especially something this old. But as I mentioned earlier, for being 47 years old, the car has real good bones to it, real good bones. It's got the 464 barrel. It's got the C6 trans, and I think the rear axle ratio is like a 305 or something like that. So you do have a little bit of power when you're starting off. You got good torque. The when you're going 40 to 50 miles an hour and you put your foot to the floor, boy, it really goes then. You got a lot of power and you got a lot of torque with the car. Let's see if I can accelerate a little bit so you can hear the motor. The power windows work. What I did was I installed a new power window motor on the driver's door last year. Things I did to the car, and otherwise the power locks work fine, the tilt wheel works fine, the rim blow horn works fine, all the lights work. As I mentioned, it did pass Delaware state inspection. For around $5,000 you got yourself a nice classic car, something that you can drive, take to car shows and fix it up a little at a time, and bring it to a body shop or Mako, get the car painted for around $1,000, and you got a good looking car. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed our little trip, and I hope you enjoyed my video. If you want to get in touch with me, email me info@protegolf, proteegolf.com. Okay? Once again, that's info@protegolf.com. I live in Milford, Delaware, about half an hour away from the Dover Air Force Base. So if you do want to drive the car, you shouldn't have any problem at all driving it home. Like I said, I drive the car once a week. It only has about 77,000 miles on the odometer. The antifreeze was done with fresh antifreeze and distilled water a few months ago. And as I mentioned, I converted the air conditioning to R134A, and she still blows nice and cold. Looking forward to hearing from you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you'll give me a thumbs up.